Hey guys, what's up? It's Chad. Just wanted to recap the action today on Wall Street. So it looks like there were a lot of concerns with Brexit and the shooting that happened, terrorism, a lot of news surrounding that. As you can see, we got the S&P up here on our screen. Uh, we've been down a couple days. We've come off our highs. So this is really interesting because last time we were on, we were talking about how difficult it is to draw upper channels. So if you see right here is our channels or regions on the S&P. So depending on how you draw them, you come up with sort of a little pie shape here. So I have one trend line matching up all the highest ticks of each day. And then a lower trend line, if you take more of a composite sort of looking at the overall picture, mainly connecting some of the lower highs, but looking at the trend there. So the trend is likely to be someplace in between. But what we were talking about yesterday was, since we came off this higher high, let's see if I can show you here, right here. So right there, you have the recent high on June 8th. So we've come off of that. So we've come off pretty significantly, and we've even come off below this lower trend line that I drew. So we're firmly back in this sort of trading range, almost a channel, but like we were talking about yesterday, mainly just consisting of lower lows and lower highs, but not a perfect channel. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the MACD divergence that we talked about yesterday. So right here, if you look at this peak right here, it's lower than this peak right here, and it's lower than this peak right here. So since these are lower lows, and this was actually a higher high on June 8th, was higher than the last peak right here. Back in April, that's a divergence. That's a divergence of the MACD. Now it's a little more predictive if they're subsequent peaks. So these are a little bit separated by these sort of minor trend peaks, but overall you can see there is some divergence. And just like we were talking about yesterday, the stochastics also came down. It was overbought, and now it's come down from that level as well. So there you have it. We'll see if the market keeps coming down. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you was this. Let's take a look here. If we go down to 5-minute chart, so if we look intraday today, it was super interesting actually, intraday. So speaking of MACD divergences, right? So if we look right here at this peak and this peak, so these correlate to this level, the 2065 level. So the S&P came down. Let's see, right to there, and it hit this level twice. You can see that the MACD here is higher than it was here. So that's a divergence as well. So it looks like we may have come up off of that, may have made an intermediate or even short level, since this is only a 5-minute chart, may have made a little double bottom there. So we'll see if we come up. It's kind of expected because we have our Fed meeting tomorrow, well, today and tomorrow, but we'll find out what the Fed decision is tomorrow. And in general, stocks will rally into Fed decisions. So we'll see what becomes of that as well. All right, so now we're up to date, and hope everything's going well out there. Trade strong, and we'll talk to you next time.